Okay, I just wanted to show you what an absolute anal twit I am. These clip ends were annoying me. I'd got the cable tie on there, but it wasn't holding it down. So I've loosened these off and moved the cable tie down to hold it in position. Oh, and also just to let you know, these holes were not here. And I wanted something to hold the brake pipe to stop it rattling. I mean, it wasn't going to do any harm where it was, but I didn't want it to rattle. And what I did is I drilled a hole. I found a spot where I could drill all the way through, because I didn't want to use a bottom tap and, you know, then possibly risk the chance of breaking a bottom tap in a hole and really furking myself. So I found this piece of metal on the crank on the diff, where I could drill all the way through. I didn't tap it all the way through, but I tapped it a long way, and then I cut the bolts off and made them a correct length. And, you know, I mean, it ain't going nowhere. These clips are really good, I must admit. Sorry, this is right in the way. I'm doing 3 jobs at once. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm doing that. What can I tell you? I'm an idiot. And yeah, I did the same on this side. Sorry, you can see copper there. That's copper grease. I'll wipe that off before I put this in the car. And where the bolts came through from... God, I can't help myself. From the... holding the ring gear and the diff in. So I painted them. And that one, and that one, and that one. I just put some paint in there just to protect them. This will definitely outlive me, this car. I hope that whoever gets it in the future will appreciate the work I've put into this. No guarantee of that. Whenever the car goes, there will be a book that goes with it, which lists a lot of the shit I've done, invoices, all sorts. It's part of the car's history now, and you know, in 50, 100 years time, when I'm long gone, hopefully somebody will look at it and go, wow, this guy Gary, he did a good job. Did he do perfect? No, but he did a fucking good job. That's all I can ask for. I am not the owner of this vehicle, as many people have said before. You don't own these vehicles, you are merely a custodian until such times as it's passed on to the next custodian. Sorry. We are honoured to be able to play with these babies, and not just Jaguars, you know, I mean, that applies to, you know, Mustangs and whatever classic car. Unfortunately, with all this, I don't know if it's woke shit or what it is, this EV shit, it's... I'm sorry. EVs are wrong. Simple as that. EVs are the wrong way to go. If you've got to do a replacement fuel, you should do a hybrid with hydrogen. And everything runs on fossil fuels, guys. Get over it. All right, sorry, before I get on my fucking bandwagon, which I tend to do a lot, I just can't stop looking at this. Why? Because I put a lot of work into it, and I'm proud of this. I really am. And, well, there you go. You got to be proud of what you do. You got to be happy with what you do. I am an anal twit. I do way more than I should. I mean, what other idiot does this kind of shit? You know? What idiot puts little caps on the grease nipple and Loctites and lock wires bolts? Get special little caps for this. Ah, I've just remembered one more thing I gotta do. Okay. I haven't bent these tabs over. Gonna do that before I put the car, the axle in the car. So tomorrow morning, that's the first thing I'm going to do. And you will note I've got the bolts lined up so that that one will come over directly on the flat. Yeah, aren't I that dumb? These ones, I will bend them up and then I will bash them in as best I can. Have I done it on the other one? Oh dear. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, I'm going to have to change that. I'm going to have to make sure I move those around. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's move on to something else. Alright, I know. I thought I'd finished with the diff. I kind of have. Just wanted to do an update. When this was rebuilt, they put this Hardy Spicer flange on here, and I had to get the U-clamps to go on it for the adaptation from my old flange, and in fact it was this style of flange, to this style of flange. So I had to make sure that I changed it. And yes, this is from the prop shaft, this isn't the one from the diff. These U-bolts, not that you'll probably care, but they're Moog 329-10, purchased, oh, made in USA, good. None of this Chinesium shit. Got those from CarQuest, my local CarQuest. And this is the universal joint that was on the new prop shaft that I received. And I say new, this is because when I purchased the Tremec 5-speed, it needed to have a different shaft, and by that I'm assuming length. Therefore they sent me this brand new shaft, and when they sent me the new shaft, of course, it had this flange on it ready to adapt to the original Jaguar flange on the rear diff. But as I've had the rear diff rebuilt and changed style wise, I've had to make an adaptation. And obviously you can see I've got the cable tie on there just to keep those caps on whilst I'm getting it underneath the car. Don't want to lose the caps, or more importantly, the rollers out of the caps. Right, that's going to be a long way off, unfortunately. So I'm going to tuck this in a corner. I'm going to put a bag over it to protect it, tuck it in the corner, ready for when I've finished mounting the gearbox. Oh, get this axle in and then I can start doing shit. Ignore this. This is going to be bitser, so anybody that's interested needs gauges. I'm getting them out of here. The panel itself may or may not survive. Metal wise it will survive, but a number of the studs have sheared off, and I'll be selling it on eBay for, I don't know, $10. Nothing much. The gauges, I don't know, they'll probably be about somewhere between 10 and 20 bucks each. The switch, again, you know, 10 and 20 bucks. And I have all the switches, all with the exception of one that doesn't work, and I'm trying to make it work, and that's the wiper switch. But I'll let you know whether I get that working or not. But anyway, if you need any of those switches, please email me, because I will be selling them on eBay, but I'd rather sell them to one of my subscribers at a ridiculously cheap rate, because you're a subscriber, so you deserve a reward. Okay, that's it for the moment. Let's move on to getting this baby into the car.